was a little bit cloudy this morning, but then the sun came out. So I quickly went over to those 3 cottonwood trees that I've been wanting to photograph and set up a composition. But you know, even though there was some reflected light in the morning, it really wasn't great light because it was kind of lighting it from the front. So it just wasn't, I don't know, the trees weren't really well separated from the background. I'm hoping that in the afternoon, the reflected light is going to be a little different. It's going to be more of a soft kind of backlighting, which should make those nice green leaves really kind of light up, and then the trunks will go a little bit darker. But since there are some clouds out now, I'm hiking up to an area where I was debating taking a black and white picture yesterday, but that's when I saw the rain coming in and decided to bail, and I'm glad I did, because otherwise it would have been right in the path of all the hail and everything that came in. So, but this is an area I've been going for the past couple years, and it's an area well suited for black and whites. And you know, if the clouds cooperate, maybe I'll be able to set up a composition and expose some film. So I got to the top where I've tried to take some photos in the past, but now the clouds are actually starting to dissipate. It was building pretty good earlier, but now it's dissipating, which is just fine, because it just means that hopefully, if they keep dissipating more and more, that I might be able to get some reflected light on that scene with those cottonwoods. But definitely looks like I won't be shooting some black and whites right now, because the clouds are really just kind of going away. But another cool little canyon that I was kind of going through yesterday, and only had a little bit of a chance to go through there before it started to get a little stormy. But I think I'm gonna head back there, go a little further up that canyon to see what else I could find. Just so different from yesterday. It's really calm right now, and abundant sunshine. I love that. Things I love about the Southwest is that there's always a surprise around each corner. And of the 2 years now that I've been going to Capitol Reef, I've never been in the side canyon before. So it's pretty cool to check it out. So it is now midday, and there's some clouds kind of going over a little bit. I took some opportunities to kind of scout around a few different areas. I didn't find anything in particular that I was really excited about, but sometimes it's nice to kind of cross certain areas off the list, because that's just as important sometimes as finding a really good subject. One thing that really is nice though is that with the sun out, it's heating up the 5-gallon water tank that I have on the roof of my 4Runner, and you can pressurize it and then use it as a warm shower at the end of the day. So honestly, at this point in time, that is actually more alluring than the prospect of perhaps taking a picture of those 3 cottonwoods. But I'm gonna stick on the scene for those 3 cottonwoods, and if the light in the afternoon is good, I'll go ahead and set up the camera and hopefully take a photo if everything else cooperates. But I mean, I'm certainly at the point of the trip where I'm heading home tomorrow either way, because I'm pretty worn out. But it's a good worn out, because it means I've put in a lot of effort so far, and I'm really hoping I have some pretty decent photos that are waiting as latent images on the film back in my truck right now. But I'm just gonna keep hanging out here, watching the clouds go by, listening to the birds, and see what the afternoon brings. Later that afternoon, I gathered my gear and returned to the location of those 3 cottonwood trees. The sky was partially cloudy and the conditions were far from ideal, but this was the last day of my trip, So I decided to set up the composition I found a few days earlier. With my camera slung awkwardly over my shoulder, I carefully made my way up the loose, unstable slope to just the right vantage point. As the afternoon progressed, I watched as the clouds danced gracefully across the sky, all the while enjoying the sound of the cottonwood leaves rustling in the wind. The light never cooperated that day, but that's just fine with me. Truth be told, these are the moments I remember most about my trips. Over the course of 8 days, I covered a lot of ground. I explored some new locations, and I added several new images to my portfolio. Thanks as always for following my journey. I look forward to sharing my next trip. If you enjoy this ad-free content and want to help me live my dream, a voluntary contribution of just $24 a year helps keep my gas tank full and my film freezer stocked. For more information on how to support me and my work, please visit the donation section of my website at benhorne.com/donate. I also have prints available on my website. You can find a direct link down below in the show notes. Thanks in advance for your support.